Well, Mystic Aquarium is saving the lives of marine animals through a very innovative program that's saving time and providing the proper resources for first responders who rush out to help marine animals in distress. Joining us now to talk about this is the Assistant Manager of Animal Rescue at Mystic Aquarium, Sarah Callan. Sarah, good morning. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks so much for having me.
Now, Sarah, when we're talking about animal rescue, time is really of the essence. A lot of times these animals are injured, maybe they've been tied up, they haven't eaten for a long time. How has this program streamlined what you do to help these animals?
Yeah, like you said, we do cover a very large coverage area, which extends from Connecticut all the way through Rhode Island and Fishers Island, New York. So we do cover some really remote areas, Black Island and Fishers Island, where we can't get there immediately. So when these really critical situations arise, it's great to have this program where gear caches, which is essentially kennels and different equipment that we would need for a response, are stored at different organizations and municipalities around our coverage area. So responders who live in those areas can easily access this essential gear and get to the critical situation right away versus having to come to the aquarium first to access that gear. So it's really streamlined the process and we're able to help these animals out a lot quicker.
Now, Sarah, can you walk us through the process of how a rescue happens? Say somebody is over by Fishers Island and sees a seal that's, acting funny, maybe having problems swimming, and say they just call the local police. What happens after that?
Absolutely. So we have a 24-hour hotline. So we'll get a call to our hotline and we'll speak to the reporting party. We'll get photos and information on the animal that hauled out or that the person was concerned about. And then we'll dispatch a first responder. So we actually have over 300 first responders that live all throughout our coverage area. And they're volunteers who are very essential to our program. And we could not have the success we do without them. So we'll dispatch a first responder to do a health assessment. They'll call us and we'll go through a health assessment with them. And if it's an animal that does need to come in for rehab, then we will work with our responders to get either the animal kenneled and on a ferry, or we'll go out on the ferry to the island. But as you can probably imagine, the whole process and logistics of ferry times can take a little while. So that's why having these essential items out there to help keep the public safe and the animals safe are really important.
Now, the animal rescue has been around since 1975. Can you tell us about some of the incredible rescue stories? I know our viewers love to hear them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, one of my most memorable is we rescued a manatee in collaboration with the International Fund for Animal Welfare out on Cape Cod. So that was a really big rescue in the sense that it involved a lot of different organizations and personnel. But I had never personally worked with manatees, and it's very rare that they come up here. They may come up in the summer months, and then when the weather and temperatures drop, they should be back down south where it's a lot warmer. But for whatever reason, this manatee could not figure out her way back down south in time before a cold front was coming in. So we were able to rehab her here at the aquarium for about a month. And I never knew, I had never worked with manatees. They eat over 200 pounds of lettuce and spinach a day. So that was a very memorable experience for me, having to go to every supermarket to try to find enough food for her to eat. But it was a great community effort because a lot of spinach and lettuce were donated for her. And she ended up being pregnant. So she was released in Florida, and her satellite tag showed that she actually went straight to the Bahamas. So a very memorable case for me and everyone involved.
That's really awesome. Yeah, when you first said manatee on Cape Cod, I was like, oh, I didn't know that, they come up this far.
Very unexpected, yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. I love manatees. And the fact that she was pregnant makes it, oh my gosh, such a better story. Now,
exactly.
For folks who are watching right now, they love marine animals just as much as you. They would really like to help out. Is there a way for them to volunteer even though they maybe don't have training, or can they get the training to volunteer?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one thing I always stress. You don't need to have experience with marine mammals or sea turtles in order to be a volunteer with us. That's something that we'll train you on. And that's what makes our program so special. We have people from all different backgrounds with different experiences who aren't necessarily have that marine mammal experience. And that's very valuable for us as well. So we welcome anybody and everyone who wants to help out with the program. And you can apply through our website, and you can sign up to be a volunteer on there.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's great. I know a lot of people at home have to be like, hey, I can help out. That's awesome.
Absolutely, yes.
All right, Sarah, thanks so much for being with us. It's just incredible work that y'all are doing down there. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks again for being with us.